Now, I understand Laurence Fox. I completely get where the guy's coming from. He is now a major target, a figure of hate for the left on Twitter, and the abuse, the hateful vitriol he gets simply for being Laurence Fox is just disgusting. Every time he tweets something, he gets threats of violence, and Twitter does absolutely nothing about it. Yeah, all you need to do now on Twitter to get kicked off, suspended, or get cancelled is to be a conservative and tell everyone about the great day you're having. You will get hate for that, guaranteed. And let's face it, folks, Laurence Fox only gets hate because he had the spine and the bollocks to go on BBC's Biased Question Time and completely deny and refute white supremacy and white privilege. Not every white person is a white supremacist, and I completely agree with the guy that white privilege doesn't exist. So the latest reason that the hateful, screeching Twitter mob are using to have a go at him is this. So Manchester City footballer Benjamin Mendy has been charged with 4 counts of rape, and I believe also he has been remanded into custody, so he's in jail somewhere, awaiting hearings, court dates, trials, whatever's going on. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Just correct me in the comments. And then Laurence Fox tweeted this. "Get kneeling fuckers," he says. Of course, I understand why he wrote this. And it certainly isn't to imply that all black people like Benjamin Mendy are rapists or alleged rapists. But that's what the hateful, screeching Twitter mob are implying, and is getting all sorts of hate for it. The hate he's getting for this is just out of this world. I've seen tweets which I can't put on here because they are inciting murder and violence on Laurence Fox simply because of this misinterpreted tweet. Of course, it's been misinterpreted for a reason, and that reason is hate. And hate nowadays can only be associated with the left and those who tell you that they're very tolerant people, when in fact they're not. So naturally, as the left do, they had a massive campaign of reporting his tweet, and they were successful, and his tweet was removed by Twitter for violating their rules against hateful conduct. There was absolutely nothing hateful about that tweet that Laurence Fox wrote. And it's weird because here, Twitter's rules against hateful conduct, it says, you may not promote violence against, threaten or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability or serious disease. Yet most of the tweets that he has received regarding what he wrote has gone against all them and worse. But those tweets are allowed to stay because it's Twitter, isn't it? Twitter is the playground of the left, and they can do whatever the hell they want because rules don't apply to them. I think now it's only a matter of time before Laurence Fox's Twitter account is gone completely. And this is what happens when the truth is inconvenient to the left. They will shut you up. They will silence you, just like the Nazis did. They will cancel you, just like the Soviets did. And they will get rid of you, just like the Stasi did. So Laurence Fox, being Laurence Fox, he then tried to explain his reason. Not that you have to explain to the left. Never apologise, never explain to these people. They're not an authority. Nobody, and I mean nobody in the world, should ever have to answer to these people who measure you on their own morality when their own morals are in the fucking gutter. The left-wing people are scum, and we should just laugh about them, really, or just tell them the truth. The truth hurts. The truth, to a lefty, is like a bucket of water to the Wicked Witch of the West. It destroys them. They don't like it. Makes them melt. Anyway, he made a it's not a long-winded reply, but it was like 6 tweets, because Twitter is limited. I think 150 characters, whatever, per tweet. So he's done this to explain himself, because the guy probably wants his acting career back. And I don't know why he'd do that, because the people he would work with are the people who would basically hate him for his views. The middle-class wealthy, or upper-class wealthy thespians, the lovies, the out-of-touch wankoids out there on stage who don't practice what they preach, i.e. Patrick Stewart, Benedict Cumberbatch and the rest of them. So anyway, this is Laurence Fox's explanation, not that he needed to, but I'll read it out to you anyway. For too long, footballers have been portrayed as saints with the highest moral virtue, when all too often they prey on young women using their fame, then use money and power to buy silence in a way ordinary men never could. Perhaps in the light of the most recent M case, I'm assuming M stands for Mendy, Benjamin Mendy, they should take the knee to the victims of sexual assault and rape to own their mess. After all, these are not crimes committed by police officers thousands of miles away, but by broken role models from within their own ranks. But they won't. It's easier to project their piety in the name of racial justice than to look to the sins committed by their colleagues. This is why I have consistently rejected being lectured by professional footballers. They're hypocrites, mega-rich babies who readily and ludicrously take the position of the oppressed, when all too often they have been the ones abusing their huge power for nefarious reasons. Nothing in my admittedly provocative tweet was about race, although it is with crushing predictability that it was spun this way by my political opponents and the usual media grifters. He's spot on there. It's basically what I've been talking about. Instead of instructing footballers to kneel for the victims of rape and sexual assaults committed by footballers, a point none of the usual vocal campaigners pick up on, and they clamoured to shoot the messenger and once again avoid the inconvenient message. And there we go, folks. That's his explanation. Again, not that he needed to. I knew what he was implying. I knew what he meant. I knew the message he was trying to convey across. And this is yet another huge reason, glaring you right in the face, why serious conservative people shouldn't be on Twitter. Because they will absolutely twist what you have said. They will twist it because they hate you and they want more people to hate you. So they will twist it again. And in a way, I am glad my Twitter account was suspended and I am no longer on there as myself officially. I've got a secret account now. Just have a look what's going on and for topical material for my videos. But I can imagine down the line, the more popular I became, the more followers I got, then no doubt my tweets would have been twisted and taken completely out of context by people who hate me, and people do hate me, folks. Now, if you hate people because of their opinions, you need to have a good look at yourself. And there we go. So Laurence Fox basically took the piss out of a footballer who no doubt knelt for Black Lives Matter before matches. And now he has allegedly committed 4 rapes for which he is held in custody for. And Laurence Fox, as well as ordinary decent people, would be thinking, well, if he knelt for Black Lives Matter, then we wonder if the lives of his alleged victims also mattered. That was the message that Laurence Fox had meant to come over. Anyway, that's my video. Please let me know in the comments what you think. And if you'd like to support my channel, then you can buy me a beer. Because by buying me a beer, neither YouTube nor Google get the money on what you decide to donate to my channel. And of course, it's not just about buying me beers. It's about supporting free speech, supporting what I do, keeping my platform on social media so you can have your say as well in the comments section. And that's what it's all about. It's about free speech and laughing at the face of these left-waffer, cancel culture spaff shakes. Right, that's it. I'm off. Please comment, share, subscribe. And until my next video, Roger Trouticles.